Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well and keeping vibrant. How are you doing? Leave it in the comments below. Okay, so I'm going to do a weekly energy update for the collective, and this is going to be for the week of January the 4th until January the 10th. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using 3 different decks today, and then if I do feel called to any others, I've got them by my side as well. But we have the Serpentine Tarot right here. I'm working with the Chakra Oracle decks right here, and then I also have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck too. So let's go ahead and get started. What's happening for the collective for the week of January 4th to 10th? 4th, 2021. Okay. So we have Protection Guardian, drop your shields. Really beautiful card. Put her up here. And we also have Mountains, stand your ground. It was interesting because I'm going to pull probably 2 more cards from here, but at the start of this, right when I started filming, for some reason, I just got really like, you know when you get nervous and your heart starts pounding really fast? I got that sensation, but it feels like it was for the collective for this week, so that's really interesting. Okay, so we have Be the Light, White Witch. Beautiful card, and 2 of them fell out, so I'm just going to take the 2. So, ooh, that's interesting. We have Star Ancestor, but we have this one in reverse. And upright, it says, follow the voice of your soul. Interesting. And then we have this one, they want me to put it in upright though. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Okay, so that's really interesting. And then bottom of the deck, we have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Let me just grab a few more cards here. I'm going to kind of place these so that hopefully you guys can kind of see them a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull some chakra for the week of January 4th to 10th, 2021. What's happening for the collective? Okay, so we have creativity, imagination, expression, originality, and passion. They're telling me this is something that will help, though. Okay. And grounding. So grounding that creativity for sure. They want me to pull one more, so 1 second. Then we have the choice card. Okay, on the bottom of the deck we do have crown chakra here, so I'm going to leave this off to the side, but still a part of the reading. And I'm going to go ahead with the tarot. It almost feels like a little bit shifty for this week, which is really interesting. I just closed my eyes for a brief second and I saw a bird kind of taking flight for something. So, let's see what's happening. Okay, what is this card? This is Strength in reverse. It's like a wanting to move forward almost. Like a wanting, or like a desire, a hope, moving towards freedom. Okay, clarify. Okay, so we have the Chariot as well, and just as I picked up this card, I saw green energy in my mind's eye. else for the collective? Okay, I don't think anything else is coming out of this deck, but they do want me to pull from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck, and this is something that will help for this week. Okay. Wow. As soon as I picked up this deck, it's this like overwhelming presence of just pure white light and just warmth and support and love. So whoever's coming out of this deck is here to help. Marguerite Porret, the mystic of divine love. Love is divine and I am nothing except love. Put her here so you guys can see. And then the bottom of the deck for supporting energy is Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Okay, so let's talk. So I've got these two cards, and remember at the beginning of the reading I said I had felt like shaky. I almost felt like I was nervous. There was a lot of like kind of energy flooding towards my head, and I just felt almost like scattered or almost like anxious, like, but it was the energy of the collective. So it could be something that could be like worrisome, or like an energy of yeah, it's almost like trying to persevere forward, but there's this doubt, this worry, this fear, this sense of it's like there's there needs to be a trust here. There needs to be a trust here moving forward. There needs to be a trust within your own heart, within your own center, within your gut feeling. So it's really interesting. Drop your shields, stand your ground, but it's almost like it's almost like asking to go within, like drop your worry and go within. Feel within your own internal world. Feel within what's going on internally. Find your solid ground. Find your stability. Remember your security. Remember it's all there. So that's, ooh, they pointed to this card too as I said that. So out of that security and stability comes the creativity and the replenishment, the nourishment. When we feel good and we're in this creative zone and we feel safe, we feel secure, we're connected to our higher selves, and we're boom, 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 creating, music. I'm hearing music, making music, dancing, being in light, anything that lights you up. It could be woodworking, it could be working with your hands, crafting, sewing, anything that's creative that comes through you and to you, it's there for a reason. And this week of January 4th to 10th, the first kind of week that we have of 2021, it's really about like coming back to your heart center and coming back to your love center and just remembering to be easy about what you're creating. And there's also grounding your creativity, so taking your ideas and putting them into physicality. So say for example you have lyrics coming through your head, you have a choice. You always have a choice of like, okay, well, these are just lyrics, I'm just going to kind of let them fly by. Or you have a choice to write them down and potentially turn them into something, anything, right? It doesn't have to be lyrics. It could be like something that maybe you're putting on like a social media page, or maybe you're writing a book, or maybe it's just a tool to help others. It's just taking these ideas that come in when you're in your heart space, when you're in your secure space, and putting them into physicality. So I feel like there's a lot of that energy too here for this week. And they pointed to this card too as I'm talking about it. So this is the Chariot card. And to me, they actually want me to read the book. But to me, the Chariot is a really strong card. It's a really strong card. It's all about like kind of being balanced and going forward. But let's take a look at what the book has to say. I will hold it up for you. I just want to get it. the page. Okay, so keys: new beginning, positive change, spiritual path. Yes, it does feel like spiritual path, and it also feels like positive change because of the choices that we make. So, flanked by two guardian sphinxes, the eternal sun shines, the waters are disrupted, and our path is uncertain. However, the horizon is clear, and the sphinxes protect us as we go forward. A big journey is ahead of us, a journey not born out of haste or whimsy. It is the calm, often complex, and deep knowing that allows us to collect ourselves and begin a new chapter. This can be bittersweet, but it always comes when necessary. There's no rush. Put your affairs in order and sort out your emotions, for when you go there is no turning back. So the mantra is, I make all preparations for my great flight into new realms. So what I'm hearing right now is that the choices that we make, I mean, of course, always, but in particular for this reading and kind of moving forward, this kind of cultivating first week of 2021, it's really about like the ideas that come into our head when we're in alignment, when we're feeling good, when we're feeling like, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling good, like what's up? When we're in that zone and these ideas come in and it feels good to us, like it feels really, really good, and making these choices from that space, whatever choices we make from there, there's like white energy all over this card as I'm talking. Whatever choices we make for there are really gonna curve. For what I'm hearing is like for us, not only for us in our lives, but for humanity too. And it's all about making choices from this place of love, standing in divine love, knowing that we all come from love, we all come from source, and standing firmly in that no matter what happens, being grounded in that. They're pointing to this card, being grounded in that and moving forward from that, with that, through that, within that. It's like really, really centered. And this will help with this card too. I'm seeing not only on the cards, but I'm seeing green energy just all over this card. So it tells me there was maybe like a hurt in the heart space recently, or even like currently for somewhere. It's like the color of the energy that I was seeing, it wasn't like a vibrant green, it was kind of like a murkier green. So it just tells me that the heart just needs that extra healing, or is asking for attention, for acknowledgement, to be honored, because there's something going on there. So meditate, journal it out, ask your guides, ask your higher self, but ask when you're in a state of love. That is super important. Or, you know, if you're going through something and experiencing something, it's good to find what works for you, whether that's speaking to somebody about it. It could be a therapist, it could be a family member, a friend, it could be you writing it out. But I'm seeing the color blue too, so that tells me that it's more like throat chakra, which is speaking out what's going on. Can literally take the energy that's within you and move it out into a healthy way, right? Of course, appropriate time and place, but very, very nonetheless, very much important, and that will help to actually align your solar plexus chakra too. That's what I'm hearing right now too, to come in back into your person, back into your groove, back into your feeling. Okay, so let's talk about, there's so much. They keep pointing to this card. What is it about solar plexus that you want them to know? Okay, so what I'm hearing is allow, and now they're pointing to this card too. So honor your inner knowing. Oh yeah, oh my goodness, yeah. This card is white. Like the energy is just white on this card. It's feeling inside your inner knowing, that inner voice, that voice that you hear that's soft, that's quiet, peaceful, that will help to align you to everything and align you to this new direction too. Don't worry about it so much, just allow. Not forcing, just allowing. Okay, so yeah, other than that, we have the White Witch card and this card in reverse, which I'm not too worried that this is in reverse because we kind of got a lot of that cleared up through the messages I was delivering about that. Yeah, it comes back to this. It's when we're moving in that space of love, we're aligned. Hey guys, sorry about that. My camera cut out a little bit. But basically what I was saying is that I'm not too worried about this card or this card being in reverse, because we kind of covered that in what was said in the messages delivered. But coming back to being divine love and going within and working through the emotions, right? The emotions in the heart space, the emotions, the feelings in healthy ways. It'll all help, and it will also help to get creating and get grounding your creations into physicality. I feel like that will help a lot. What I do want to say is that this week there is a huge feeling of change, shift, and it could be really about a direction in life, kind of like a life path. It could be like a career change, it could be an identity change, but however it presents itself, it just feels like it's kind of the starting to this change, this realization that's more of who you really are internally. And now all of these choices and all of these creations, the abundance of creations that are coming from this, I'm saying abundance and I'm feeling Lakshmi over here. All of this is turning the wheels, turning the ship, so to say, the direction of life, the paths that we all walk is what I heard. Okay, so lots of love and lots of appreciation. I hope all of you have fun, exuberant, joyous creations. And I hope that you do get your healing and your heart's desires all brought up to the surface for what you desire in your highest good, in your truth. And I want to say thank you for being here, not only in this reading, but thank you for being here on this planet. Real deep appreciations, really deep appreciations and acknowledgement. And that is for the week of January 4th to January 10th, I believe, of 2021. If you guys do feel called to book a distance Reiki session with me, I will link it in the description box below. If you also feel called to book a private session with me, kind of like something like this, I will also link it in the description box below. If not, that's totally okay too, and I trust you, and I trust this, all of it. So yeah, thank you. Take care, guys. We'll chat soon. Much love and appreciation. See you.